Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNST3890 here, and I'm back with another Madden 17 Ultimate Team video, and today we're doing another episode of Make Madden Great Again. This is where I'm going to talk about something that I feel like should be improved, and I'm going to not only just complain about it, I'm going to give thoughtful, constructive feedback of how we can make Madden great again. Yes, I took that from someone. It's not an original thought. However, let's get into it, and this episode is going to be about solo challenges, because solos are the thing that most people play. I've been looking for the exact tweet. I think it was from either Jake Stein or Muckrew that said like 70-something% of people just play solos in Ultimate Team, which I thought it was high, but then talking it with people who I'm in a stream or in the comment section say a lot of them don't like to play the game online. I have my moments where I'll go weeks where I don't play a game online at all. I'm not in the mood for it because I don't know, just sometimes it just can be just spam, just the same plays or glitchy plays. I mean, this year it's better than prior years because of the no nanos, really. You can't just get a nano, where that was just so frustrating. But there's a lot of people who only play solos. And this year, they called it, for a while, the quote-unquote year of the grinder. At the beginning of the year, they were relatively accurate. If you guys remember, every month there was a gauntlet. If you guys didn't know what the gauntlet was, just real quick, it was 20 rushing, passing, and defensive solos. Each one's paid about $34,000 for each chain, so it's like $110,000. A bunch of packs. I think it was like 9 packs total. Guaranteed elite cards. That was great. And then at the beginning of the new, once the football regular season ended, they got rid of them. They had the ultimate seasons, which for a while the rewards were complete garbage. Like they would literally give out like a silver player or a gold player and then some contracts. Which, okay, you're playing the game, but you're playing it just to play it, and then you're not playing it for anything into the future, which won't bring people back into it. Like if you're playing solos knowing at the end of it there's a great reward or packs or something like that, there's more incentive for you to continue going on to the next one. If it's just to play a game, then yeah, maybe I'll play one or two, but I'm not going to come back tomorrow and come back the day after tomorrow and the day after that and the week after that. That's just not going to happen. So they need to make the rewards a little bit better. And I feel like there's like a fine line from making rewards too great to where then it can A, ruin the market, or B, just saturate everyone will have the same team. Like for instance, the Journey 1, I can't remember when this came out, I believe it was in October, gave you a 90 overall Earl Thomas. I thought that wasn't bad. If you got 500 solos done, you got a 90 overall. I think it's a 900 overall. 90 overall Earl Thomas, 90 overall Devin McCourty for completing these. And then when you got 2,000 solos right now, you get a 94 overall Calvin Benjamin, which makes no sense. That's too low. If you're doing something for a quote unquote VIP at the time when 500 solos came out, that was like that 90 overall McCourty was a really solid card, and it became pretty cheap. You could get yourself a budget free safety. Now, I wish they would have thought this out and not done a free safety and a free safety. But I think they have a mix of having cards like that. I think the Journey should always give you a player. I don't know why. I just feel like at the end of that, you should get a player at the bonus of it because the Journey is what they call it, a Journey. But I love the fact when you just get packs. I actually have no problem with packs because, yes, packs are hit and miss. And yes, I could do a whole video about pack odds. But I feel like in regards to packs, it's like not everyone's going to get amazing packs. Some people will and some people won't. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. But everyone has the idea that they will. And you are going after it. So everyone thinks their next pack's going to be great. Or I feel like that. And maybe you may have bad pack luck, but you're going to be thinking, my next one, I can get something. So when you're doing solos to get it, there's the incentive for you to continue doing it. There's a legendary pack, there's an ultimate legend pack, there's a game changer pack if I keep doing these solos. But you're not guaranteed anything. So at the end of the day, it's not gonna hurt the market where like at the end of it you're guaranteed a 90 overall Earl Thomas where it became like a card that just wasn't really, it was going for like 20,000 coins and it was an okay card. It ruined the market for the free safeties for a while. That card's market was ruined. So the value wasn't even there. Now, that was a bonus card plus the pack, so that definitely helped. If the NFL Journey was 160 solos and just the 90 overall Earl Thomas, not many people would do it. Really not. Some solos I did like, the chemistry ones, this was great. Those cards were amazing. They were 93 overalls, which just, by the way, these came out, I think, right after the Journey. And they gave you 2 different 93 overall cards. The Jadeveon Clowney with 4 chemistries, which you can get him to a 98. and the Antonio Brown 93 overall with 4 chemistries, which I think got to a 97. That's pretty cool. Now, these were actually pretty difficult. They were expensive to do at the time to get those chemistries. But why didn't they come up with a dual chemistry solo? Where, like, you had to include more than just one chemistry. If you guys remember for this, I hope I can show you guys it. Yeah, you can. So you need to get, like, these schemes first, which then give you their own card. You had to do the offensive, defensive chemistries, the base chemistries. Then you had to do the schemes. I believe the base chemistries gave you a Morgan Burnett. The schemes gave you a Carson Wentz, I believe. And then you did these. Half of them, you got the Clowney. Half, you got the Antonio Brown. But I wish they did something like you had to get, like, max out mobile blocker and interior protector for some. Because I like these solos a lot. And I hope they continue doing more of these and a lot more, because it requires you to buy new cards, which in theory will then be like, well, you're trying out new cards. Maybe you're going to like it. Maybe you're going to buy some interior protector cards, or, well, that's bad example, offensive line. Let's say you're going to buy some pass rusher chemistry cards, and you found a card you really like that you probably wouldn't have even tried. Not to mention, it's requiring you to use the auction house. If you haven't used the auction house, more people are going to be on it. More activity will go on it. And a market that's always moving is obviously a market better that's stagnant. So that's something cool. I wish they did dual chemistries. That's something I want to include. Overall Master. This should be out day one, where like day one it should start off at like 70 overall, then 72, and then 76, and then 7. At the beginning of the year, you unlock challenges for increasing your overall. That gives not only is it more solos to play, but then for EA's, I don't know why EA didn't think of this, it's requiring you to make your team better. You may just be okay with your team being a 92 overall, but if there's solos that are for a 94 overall, they give you coins, either a good coin reward or a good packs or a good card, there's incentive for you to go buy better cards. Now, if you have to buy better cards, maybe you'll spend money, maybe you'll play the game more, maybe you'll do whatever to get coins, but you're doing it. So I really hope also with every promo, don't just have like 10 solos or 13, like this right here, all rookie, 13 solos I can get done in an hour and a half. Give like a chain, like reward the grinder. You can have this and then also have a chain of like 60 solos. Is that going to require Electronic Arts to do a little bit of work for those solos to like make them and like get like if they're not just full games, if they're like moments, yeah, it's going to take them a little bit of work. Yeah, it is. You know how much money they make off packs? You could pay a guy, you could pay 3 people. All they have to do is just schedule, to figure out the promo, schedule it out. Easily enough money based off like a weekend when Ultimate Legends drop, or a weekend when Golden Tickets drop. You can pay their salary for the next year. So yes, that could take a little bit of work, but also, don't come out with solos next year. These team challenges was literally the dumbest idea I think Madden had this year. If you guys can think of a dumber idea than these team challenges, put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Only reason why anyone touch these, any reason people touch these was for Mutt Master, the 95 Gronk, because you need to get, I think, 8 of these done? The rewards is 13,600 coins, which you're thinking, okay, that's not bad for 16 solos, but then you didn't realize they're full games. And not only are they full games, they start off only 2-minute quarters. That's not bad. Then 3-minute. Oh wait. 4-minute. And then they get to All Pro. And then the cards you get, like the Corey Coleman card, you get some contracts, lovely. Raheem Moore, like all these players were non-auctionable, non-tradable. You couldn't add them to sets. Lower overall gold cards. They weren't even at their normal gold. They were lower than that. So they had less value. So maybe for the first week they had some value that someone might use them. After that they were completely worthless, and it was just a waste of everyone's time. And yet they put in so much effort. I can just imagine the time they put in to make. And people can say this, there's 512 solos. You can play this all the time. Well, who's going to? This is the example of there's no incentive to play it. Maybe someone will jump on, I want to play a game of Madden on my Ultimate Team. This is a solo they have. I'll play a game against a CPU. Maybe they're on a string over here, or it's a 4-minute game on All Pro they want to play against the Patriots. Maybe that's the situation they're going to do it. They may play one game here or there. They're not going to do the whole string because the reward at the end of the day, if they already did Mutt Master, or they don't care about Mutt Master, isn't there. But if those all had packs, maybe each chain gave you a Pro Pack, an All Pro Pack, and an All Madden pack. I'm not even sure if All Madden win this year, but excuse me, a little lower because these came out at launch. I probably would have done most of these, even because there's packs at that. Who knows what you're gonna get in a pack? I may have got like a legend. I may have gotten an elite card at the beginning of the year, which would have been great. So the big thing for solos, have an make us incentivize the reason for us to do them. Have rewards, but you obviously can't make the rewards so great of like an individual player, because that will just hurt. Eventually, that card won't be worth anything because everyone will have it. I would recommend packs. And if you're going to do a player, do either something like the chemistry ones. Those are the ones I really like. And also, please include the overall masters at the beginning of the year. Just the very beginning of the year. And then lastly, guys, every time there's a promo, and they do a lot of promos, have 50 solos for every promo. That would be amazing. That would give me... Every time a promo comes out, I'm pumped to do it. And then for like the big ones like Thanksgiving, the Freeze, let's see, Most Feared, BCA... Make it 100. Make it 150. If you want to if you were calling this year the year of the grinder, or you want to actually make it year of the grinder, do it. Now, just before I go, because I forgot to mention one thing, limited time, I have no problem with these. Ultimate Legend solos, love those. Season Stars, love those. Muck Gear, love that. Wish I was in there earlier. These are great for people who need contracts. Milestones, great. I love those too. Those I have no problems with. Continue that next year. You don't have to change anything. If you do, and you add something to it, that's just a bonus. But good job here. That was already great as is. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. And like I said, meet me in the comments if you agree, disagree. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Let's try to be a little civilized down there. Obviously, if you want to rant about something, go ahead. But I'm trying to be fair with this. Obviously, there were some things they did well. There's a lot of things I wish that were to be desired, especially once the NFL season ended. They kind of just said, screw you with the gauntlet. I didn't like that. But guys, that's it. This is for that episode of Make Madden Great Again. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.